Gently allow your exhale to drop down your body and start to arrive deeper in the roots, traveling below your pelvis into the root space. And just see if you can connect with your roots, gently earth, slow down, ground. Bring more of your exhale breath down here to the deepest part of your root space that you can get access to. This is the first place we're going to bring awareness to. The way the root space vibrates and moves often does hold certain aspects of our consciousness, often ancestral patterns, and sometimes even critical voices. Softening your face, being at ease, that's it. Being at ease because you are the powerful one with awareness. Nothing you find here is going to be too big or too much for you. So you're arriving deeper, and soon you will arrive at what feels like a bit of a boulder, a bit of a stopping point. And your job right now is to breathe. Let's breathe together. And approach this structure vibrationally with a curiosity instead of an assumption, because you don't know what it is. Get closer. You're here right now with it. Get closer until you're standing right in front of it. Watch how this structure moves and vibrates. Notice if you have any fear or disgust or confusion or the desire to run. Sometimes in the root space, we do find critical parts that we don't often talk to. Take a moment now to come face to face with this. In your mind's eye, develop an awareness of the size, how far it opens from north to south, east to west, the kind of form and structure it takes. Is it a person? Is it an animal? Is it a different kind of creature? Give it a kind of a form. And now, have a look at the detail. How does it hold its body? Don't judge whatever you're seeing. Just go with it. How does it look at you? Do you feel a kind, soft relationship? Is the relationship a bit skeptical, uncertain? Just notice how you relate to this aspect. You're now going to ask the question to this energy: why are you here? When it tells you the answer, see how you feel with that. And you can ask again another question. It could be why. It could be how long have you been here? Begin to open the dialogue of awareness. Notice any emotions that this energy is also carrying and evoking. And imagine that you're just talking to a person that you're trying to understand them. What questions would you ask? Keep your heart engaged, breathing, and in direct communication, allowing your heart to move with the frequency of this structure you found, because it will help you to integrate the gift and the wisdom and the purpose of being here with this part of yourself, which might not be easy to be with. So let the heart move and dance and become the space holder for all of this within yourself. Next, you're going to get an idea of how this part interacts with you, controls your mind, your behavior, influences you, because we all have these parts. You can feel it, you can ask. Just get a sense, being really honest of how this part is influencing you in your life, your identity. Because the way this part stays relevant is by making sure that it gets to act itself out through you. That's how it stays alive. All the tiny little things that we do without realizing, sometimes they belong to parts of ourselves that we're not in touch with. And really, those parts are looking for something: presence, attention, understanding, love. They're looking for something that we don't often give because we don't know how. So now you're going to ask this part, what is it actually looking for? Because it's not looking to constantly influence you. It does that because it's effectively exiled. What does it actually want from you? What does it want to give you that you haven't yet been able to receive? Because vibrationally, you haven't known how to open up that part of yourself. Stay in a connection presence and feel as you ask the question to this part, what are you trying to give me? What are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to show me that I need? Feel. The answer is in the feeling. Take your time and let your body move. Let your field vibrate. Let everything calibrate and open up to feeling. In a few moments, the feelings will become more available and your answers will start to become cognitive answers with words. Just feel for now. This is what this part is trying to give you. It doesn't like to be ignored or hidden. Feel how the energy changes in your body as you open up to this. Maybe your heart field changes. Maybe you've got more flow coming through you, more energy in your body. Maybe there's a different feeling, connection you have with yourself now. Keep listening to this part. Thank it for what it's shown you so far. It's shown you something vibrationally and you felt it. Whether you know what that is, you will figure it out, but just thank it for its expression through you. It's the only way that it can do it, can only express through you. And when it expresses consciously in a relation with you rather than unconsciously at times you least expect it, it's a it's a gift, to be honest. So you can say thank you and continue the conversation. Now ask this part, where have you come from? How long have you been here? How old are you? Where do you live? Who else do you know that's connected to me? Because we're working with the root space and the unconscious, much of this will be ancestral. They may know your parents, grandparents. They may know you in different lifetimes. They may have continued to travel with you. Ultimately, even the inner critic will be a teacher if you approach with an appropriate mindset of curiosity. It will have something to offer. Everything has something to offer. So the question of how long have you been around, it starts to show you that, starts to become contextualized. It's not just you, it's not personal. It's a learning platform. Keep feeling and watching, noticing any change in structure, change in pattern of movement, both inside yourself and in your field, inside your physical body, your organs. Maybe you can feel your stomach, your gut. And the next thing you're going to ask is, how can we work together? Rather than this being a part that feels uncomfortable to get close to, how can we work together? So we're inviting the consciousness to befriend itself. And it may not know how immediately. There may not be an immediate, this is how we do it. And that's beautiful because it means you're really working with a very, very deep part of yourself. Something new. You're working with something new. How can we work together? And then ask, what do you need more? What do you need me to do to be able to work more closely with you so that we're a team? Listen to the answers, it might surprise you. Feel the answers. When you get each answer, embody it and vibrate inside it and be it. Be the answer. As you get it, try to be it. What happens is you will open up those fractals. They're like seeds. You will plant them and then you can go away and practice. But for now, every time you get an answer, practice it right now. And breathe. And have trust in yourself and faith in yourself as you breathe. Feel how your heart moves through these landscapes, through these states of being that you're being invited into, to integrate more fully all aspects of yourself. Right now, you're probably vibrating somewhere very new and unfamiliar. In an effort to befriend ourselves, we have to vibrate in unfamiliar places. It means we're doing something right. Find some comfort here, that even though it's unfamiliar, it's exactly where you need to be. And somewhere inside you, you know where you are. You're never lost. That part of you is also here. Now ask that part that you've been in dialogue and connection with if it has anything else that it'd like you to know. Because it's being integrated very deep and very nicely. And before it dissolves and then becomes another form, just take the last gift that's probably left on the table. What else does it need you to know? Feel into that. It will put something out there in space, a structure in space. Feel into that. Be brave. Breathe. And you don't have to understand it or unpack it all, but you just breathe inside it, breathe with it. You will unpack it later. It's very brave of you to get close, this close. And sometimes that's enough. Now you're going to thank that part, the inner critic. Just going to say thank you that it's shown up for you today, for whatever it's given you, whatever it is yet to give you. And also thank you to yourself for being able to interact. That aspect of you, it will always be there. But what makes it something like a water well worth visiting to be nourished and to quench your thirst? What makes this a salvation rather than a hungry ghost is how often you visit and the approach that you have when you visit. And the kindness, the love that you take with you for yourself. when you visit these aspects of yourself, the softness that you can take with you will allow these critical parts to also hold a bit more softness for you, because you really deserve that, especially if it's unfamiliar. If softness is unfamiliar and you didn't get it when you were growing up, or you don't have it in your world right now to the extent you feel you really need it. Nice. Yeah, that's it. It's self-worth. I can feel that you guys are dropping into that now, that real self-worth where you're worthy of the softness. You are. There isn't really another way, because we all know where the harshness gets us. We all know. Feel into your body with the same softness that you've just learned. Relax everything. We're going to drop into a very, very deep and grounded peace, a nourishment that will serve your system, that will replenish you, the whole of you, softly and gently dissolving any levels inside you that are still holding, that feel you need to hold yourself. Just for now, you don't. Just for now, you can trust the space around you. You can be held. You can let your whole torso dissolve, shoulders and arms, palms, the back of your neck, the back of your head, softening and exhaling through the pelvis. Feel into your hips and your pelvis softly. Yeah, and now feel into your pelvic floor. Yes, and that's it. Beautiful. Inside the pelvic floor, inside your womb, you're going to exhale. And this whole area is going to ground, yeah, to the base of the earth, to the leafy forests, to the dense jungles, just ironing out any stress. Beautiful. And replenishing the roots, revitalizing the golden roots, remembering how strong they are. Visualizing all those golden roots from the base of your spine to the core of the earth, making sure anything that needs to be repaired or strengthened, your kind gaze is upon them, and you have your anchor. Your root spaces are very, very anchored now. You can feel that inside you, softening the ankles, left ankle in particular, someone's left ankle, whole of the left leg, relax, left knee. Someone's got something going on with their left leg. If that's you, take this opportunity to receive the healing and release what you're holding in your left leg. It's not a big thing, it's just muscular. Come into awareness of your legs. Your legs are beautiful and powerful channels that take you forward in life and uphold you. Let's get the energy flowing through both of your legs symmetrically, feeling into your quads, both quads, feeling into both knees. Allow the knees, energy in the knees to spiral, The knees are incredibly, incredibly powerful. Come down into your calves, into your ankles. Your ankles are very, very, very important. Stable ankles. Come down into the soles of your feet. How lovely it is to be here. Feel the soles of your feet opening up the soles of your feet so they can act as magnets to the earth. And just exhale through the soles of your feet, pouring out anything that you no longer want to hold. Let it go. And making space in your system for something new, for a new wind of energy within you. Become very still. Become very aware of your spine and your breath. And steadily, consciously moving your breath up and down your spine. That's it. And when that's all you're aware of, you'll start to become aware of just your channel. That will be all there is. And you can become lost in your channel because it is the most beautiful, integral part of you. It is what makes you you. So while you're here in your channel, deep, deep in the energetic midline, you may as well do your dance and enjoy yourself and make peace with all aspects of yourself. Because when you're here, all the inner critic and all the other aspects, they become a bit more silent. So while you're in here, forgive yourself, forgive whoever needs forgiving, just so that it's released from your system, nothing more for you to hold. Make life a little lighter and easier for yourself. Letting go of the past, the future, who you have been and who you want to be. And work on only ironing out and making beautiful this channel. Everywhere you dance in this channel, all the walls, make them beautiful. You can put any artwork on, you can dance however you like. This is like your home. You can put any lights on in here that you desire. Make your channel the most beautiful place to return to. And ask that it holds you and it holds your human self through everything that you live through, that you have to hold yourself. And let this be a place that you are returned to when you need to nourish yourself. And as the thoughts just melt away, and you take comfort in your breath, just find the gratitude for yourself, for your existence, Feel the gratitude for the strength you have to be living and healing and growing, to be meeting all of the parts of you that make you stronger and wiser and kinder to yourself. And thank the master, which is you, the master, bringing all these parts of you together. And ultimately, allow yourself to feel the peace. Because beneath all these layers of the work we do in the healing, we explore. Beneath everything of who we think we are and what we believe we're experiencing is the ultimate reality, which is peace, which is ultimately the stillness. And every layer on top, our awareness, things that we create to return to peace. Peace is inside you. So no matter how loud your inner critic gets, in every cell of your being is peace. And you're never far from home. So it doesn't matter. However far you think you've got from your peace, whatever tricks your inner critic plays on you, all you have to do is remember how to come back to the truth of what you are. Never forget the truth of what you are. And gently releasing from your field anything that no longer serves you, that has held you down. Just clearing all of that from your field, releasing anything unwanted, anything you don't need to carry with you anymore, residing in your midline, in your peace, in the stillness, as you let everything else float away and make space for the new, make space for new impressions, new imprints, what really does excite you and inspire you and serve you. And know that whatever comes in for you, you will deal with it with grace. Thanking all the parts and wherever they came from, especially if the parts were ancestral. Just thank all of the ancestors because they will know what you're doing and see you. They will be very aware of the journey you've just been on because they never stop watching you. Just thank them for their guardianship over you. It's better to have them watching over you than nobody watching over you. We have actually very, very old ancient ancestors that have arrived in the field, a lot of them right now. So you can probably feel the presence. This is deep, deep protection. Deep, deep alignment and protection. Thank them. Gratitude is the most powerful way to build the bridge and feel their force field. Feel their protection over you. Just thanking them. And accepting them as part of you as well. That will reinforce the connection and the protection. And that's very important that we feel that, especially if we have not felt that anyone has had our back in life, that you did not walk alone. That you are loved and that you are seen and you are known. And you do not need the validation of anything or anyone on this planet when you have the connection with your ancestors. And they might throw you an inner critic to help you get close to them. Maybe because you forgot. So just being grateful, thanking yourselves, everybody, all of you in here, your ancestors, all of our ancestors, and all of the highest beings that hold the field for all of us humans on earth, helping us to elevate our consciousness and realize what we truly are, which is peace. Take a few moments to absorb the vibration in the field. It's very high, very cosmic, very beyond words. Give gratitude to yourself and to everybody in this group for creating such a powerful space for us to be in together and experience what we experience here together. Because this is a co-creation of magnificent souls with magnificent levels of awareness and courage. And we don't get that every day. So bless yourselves and bless each other, because your blessings will reach far and wide. Everyone here is a teacher in their own right. Have a look around in the field and you'll see it. Everyone here is teaching, and it's a perfect synchrony. Perfect, perfect synchrony. We're going to slowly ground and close our space. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, start to feel your physical body landing kindly and lovingly in your physical body. Just wriggling your fingers and your toes. Take another inhale. gently landing back in your mind. Exhale. And another inhale. And exhale, landing gently into your heart.